We have Gagate, Gamit, Gonzaga, Mondoñedo, Arroyo, Troncoso, and Dali Versosa. There. That's Chisa. It's supposed to be Chisa. It's Brooke Van Sickle, Myla Pablo, and Bila Barbon.
That he used in Game 2, and indeed, he used Chisa and Jonas Apete to start for the Petro Gazz Angels this set 1.
So a couple of adjustments here on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, which Paneng mentioned worked for them in game number 2 of this series. Gagate will try. They bump this one to Sabete, challenging the blockers of ZUS Coffee. They go to Arroyo from the left pin. That was saved.
A good save.
It's still alive, still playable. They send this one over. Chance for the blue shirts. And they give this one to Gagate, gets the first point of the ball game.
It mentioned the same lineup from Petro Gazz Angels, but this is a change in the lineup for ZUS Coffee because Jov Gonzaga will start for their squad.
And we all know how lethal Jov can be as well. She's been an integral part of this ZUS Coffee team. We have Brooke Van Sickle. She has been amazing as always. This whole conference, the heart and soul of this Petro Gazz team. And that is point number 2 here for Thea Gagate.
Pagdating namin ng college, grabe yung training and grabe yung discipline. So we learned a lot during our university days.
Which has a lot about the composure here of Thea as we get back to this game. ZUS Coffee holding on to a 1-point advantage. Saet will send this one to Myla Pablo. Puts it away.
That was actually a low set from Chisay for Myla Pablo, but that play worked well for...
Even if they're veterans, they still experience the jitters, especially going up against a very fearless squad like ZUS Coffee, hungry for their first semifinals appearance. They're going to save this one. Easy over. Chance again for the blue shirts. So Gamit is blocked, single block. Chance now for Petro Gazz. Pablo again. Great defense from both teams. Saet sets up MJ Phillips. Nothing yet. So as early as now, loving the hustle that these two squads are showing. Back row, blocked.
That was a long rally and it ended with a kill block from ZUS Coffee.
And this block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank. MJ Phillips here for the Petro Gazz Angels. And it's also good to note that Coach Jerry Yee actually used to coach Petro Gazz. So a lot of familiar players to him. Saet goes to MJ for the quick.
Okay, as early as now, we know that Saet is already activating her middle attackers.
8.6 points per game here in our All-Filipino Conference. Joust at the net. That is 1.
Yung Petro Gazz Angels. Kaya we're seeing a lot of long rallies for this game.
Making the most out of her playing time here. Gagate with a quick. Nothing. Saet back set to Sabete waiting. Gagate again. This time she makes sure she scores the point.
Thea Gagate in the middle.
Sabete will adjust. Regalo for Rempalma. She'll take it. That overball start here in the first set. Scoreboard reads 13-8 in favor still of the red shirts. Saet. They make do. ZUS Coffee has it. Troncoso from the back row. Gonna be her first point of the game. Talking about Chai Troncoso, a welcome addition to this ZUS Coffee team. Van Sickle, still nothing for Brooke. They find Troncoso again. Myla from the left pin. It is good. Kind of widening the gap here in the first set. And if you're ZUS Coffee, you gotta catch up quick because you know what Petro Gazz can do if they further extend that lead. And that's what you want, especially from your veterans. Sabete was gone for quite a while. As Lexi mentioned, dapat next week pababalik. Napaaga ng konti. Only have one winner, obviously making it to the semis. We have Troncoso trying, unsuccessful. Chisaet finds Brooke. And that's gonna be The second point, only the second point here for BBS. You know, the points that she can get, as well as that leadership experience. Good save from Jonah. Brooke. Babalik sa Petro Gazz. She saw it. Decides to go to BBS again.
Oh,
Dug up.
Grabe yung defense si Jov Gonzaga.
Against Brooke also, nonetheless. All right, she saw it. Finds Brooke. Trying to make something happen, and she does.
Of course, that was a fast drop ball actually from Van Sickle. Take a look at that again.
Speaking of, MJ Phillips now with 3 attack points under her belt. It's a 6-point lead for Petro Gazz. Easy pickings here for the Angels. Van Sickle again, straight to the hands of Jov Gonzaga. Got it! Scores another one. That is her 3rd point. We have Aying checking in for the first time. Saet to Palma. Babies that one. It will go to ZUS Coffee. Second best middle blocker at the end of the preliminary round, or the qualifying round rather. So you all know how talented she is. An excellent net coverage always for her, except that time because it will go to BBS. And just like that, you're saying no, na medyo quiet siya itong first set. Ito na nga, 4 points agad-agad. Chisa, it will serve. Arroyo makes do. Saet. The toss to Brooke. Nobody there for ZUS Coffee. And it's like there's no pressure at all on their end.
That's right.
Very loose how they're playing right now as compared to ZUS Coffee. Sabete. That's a great dive there by Tempiatura, saving that one. However, the blocking here for ZUS Coffee, keeping them alive in the first set. I mean, Thea Gagate has been incredible. 5 points.
The rest of the Thunderbells should also step up because we know that Petro Gazz Angels is also a good blocking team. So once na mabantayan nila si Thea Gagate,
Mondoñedo getting ready to serve for the blue shirts. 4-point lead for the Angels. Legoro Gagate is blocked. They bump this one to Jov Gonzaga. Dug up by Saet. They look to Jonas Sabete, is denied again.
I think that's Thea Gagate again.
ZUS Coffee trying to play catch-up here in the first set. 3 points down. Saet, they need a good swing. They go to Brooke. Arroyo from the left pin. And that is good for Chini Arroyo, joining the scoring party here for ZUS Coffee, led by, of course, Thea Gagate. Take a look at this. Checking in for the first time today. Trying to add some height here. They go to Musa off the bench. Not the best of sets for her.
Chance here for the Thunderbells.
And they go to Thea. Arroyo will try. Brooke again. Fearless on the attack, using the hands of the blockers with a hit out.
But nahirapan magkakuha ng magandang first ball yung Petro Gazz Angels. Good serves ni Cloan and a good run for the Thunderbells.
We all know how gritty of a team ZUS Coffee can be. Little miscue there for the Angels with the way that they have been playing also the past couple of games, especially in the series. Sabete. They're going to give this one to Troncoso. Is blocked. And finally, a block here for the Angels.
That was Jonas Sabete closing down the line for the Petro Gazz Angels. No way.
23 serving 20. They go to Santiago.
Medyo naguluhan sila doon on who will get the coverage.
Janelle Cheng serving again. Mondoñedo. And they're gonna get that. 21 serving 24. They need a good swing to end this set. They go to Maiza Pontillas, and as always, the veteran delivers early on because it will be very, very challenging for them in the long run. Here we go, set number 2, Petro Gazz versus ZUS Coffee. Here comes Brooke Van Sickle. What a great dive there, save of the ball. They bump this one to Sabete. They agagate with a quick. You got players diving on the court. Great defense from both these squads. Back set to Jov Gonzaga. That is outside. What adjustments, does ZUS Coffee need to do? Let's watch how everything pans out here. Van Sickle. That's a good save from Mondoñedo.
Giving them a 2-point advantage.
And a couple of scrappy plays here for ZUS Coffee to start our second set. And that's going to be an ace. And just like that, point number 7 for BVS.
Giving Petro Gazz the edge that they need in this set. Back to you, Billy and Paneng.
A lot of experience really here for the veteran Chi Saet, and that's why she is manning the offense here for Petro Gazz. I will sail outside.
Time she's in the back row, grabe yung defense niya. She's one of the good receivers and nakakabasa ng magandang pwesto ng spikers itong si Jov Gonzaga. Kaya kahit gaano kalakas yung palo mo, basta nabasa ni Jov, ang ganda din ng balik ng depensa.
She's doing everything she can to help this team, whether it's on offense or defense. And Petro Gazz, fourth best blocking team at the end of the qualifying round. That's a service ace. 2-point lead for the Angels. They go to Arroyo. Another side out here for ZUS Coffee.
Angels, but this time, dumidikit lang sila sa lamang na Petro Gazz.
Just a 1-point lead for the Angels here. Your ZUS Coffee, you want to tie this game. You want to overtake Petro Gazz. Brooke Van Sickle. They're scrambling for the ball, and they're able to send it over. Chance for Petro Gazz. Back set to Jonas Abete, and she is denied. As Shai Troncoso ties this game. We are at 10-all. You got to take a look at Petro Gazz. They are the veteran team here, but for ZUS Coffee, they have never been in the semifinals. In fact, last conference, they did not win a single game. So what a jump and what improvement that we're seeing really. BVS right now, sabi nga natin, heart and soul of this Petro Gazz team. Averaging 19.1 points per game. It continues for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Unforced error from the Thunderbelles. That attack.
Very effective middle blocker. Very talented as well. Speaking of, right on cue, we got MJ Phillips.
But credit that point also to Chi Saet because na-identify na ng Thunderbelles sa front row.
6 points now for MJ Phillips. Gonzaga rolls it over. Same with Brooke. But Brooke gets it. 2-point lead for the Angels. Myla Pablo will serve. Mondoñedo back set to Gamit. Saet to Phillips. Not this time. One hand.
Veteran move, Chi Saet. Defense ng Thunderbelles. Ang layo ng side support.
And Chi Saet now with 4 points as well in this game. It's a 3-point lead for the Angels. Saet tosses it to BVS. Gets it through.
Now the momentum is on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Start of this set, lumamang sila but dumikit. At nakalamang pa yung Thunderbelles.
The semifinals. And gets to face the Creamline Cool Smashers this weekend. Gamit denied.
One-on-one block there from BVS. Not a good response from the Thunderbelles coming from a timeout.
5-point lead now for Petro Gazz. Chini Arroyo, she's been silent. Saet finds Brooke. X marks the spot as always for BVS.
Now BVS is on fire. Sunod-sunod na yung puntos na binibigay niya dito for Petro Gazz Angels. Petro Gazz, kanina isa lang yung lamang. Or sila pa yung lumamang actually, ang Thunderbelles.
But now it's a 6-point lead already for Petro Gazz. Well, much needed after that timeout. A much needed point here for ZUS Coffee. 15 serving 21. Saet will chase. We'll give this one to Brooke again. Straight to the hands of Arroyo. Troncoso from the back row is dug up by Barbon. Brooke again. This time scores a point. 15 big ones for BVS. And she will head on over to the service line to serve. Ooh! Great service ace here for Chami.
Off the bench, already delivering for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Manning the middle.
She will actually be an opposite hitter.
Oh, that's right. So very interesting adjustments now that we have here from Coach Kochi of the blue shirts. Will serve. Saet, the BVS from the left. Bump set to Gonzaga.
That's inside. Right in the corner pocket of the Petro Gazz Angels. For the Angels, checking in for Rem Palma.
Saet, combination play here for Petro Gazz. Does it work? Arroyo. Saet. Brooke. Oh, smart move.
Yeah.
From Brooke Van Sickle.
Behind the blockers, ang layo ni Cloan for the defense. Take a look at that again.
11 excellent sets for Chi Saet. She will serve. 24, serving 17. They need a good swing.
Oh, what a save!
Credit that to Myla Pablo and Tempiatura. Back set. Gonzaga. Ooh. It will go to ZUS Coffee. Their opponent will be, I'm pretty sure they're watching this game as well. Here we go, set number 3. Brooke Van Sickle. Starting us up hot here in the third set. Saet. Of course, we'll go to Brooke. You know, everything that she touches just turns into gold.
A middle blocker for ZUS. Take a look at that drop ball again from Jov Gonzaga. Ang layo ng set from Cloan. Tempiatura was not expecting that.
Keeping the boat steady for the Thunderbelles, and she refuses to fold as well. Just before this set started, she was comforting the team. She was saying, you know, balik lang, reset lang. They're having difficulty getting more points, and they really need to communicate more.
And they need to communicate more, and whenever they score a point, I mean, they should enjoy and smile, pero parang nababawasan yung ganon from the Thunderbelles.
Medyo tahimik sa side ng ZUS Coffee. Fortunately for them, that will hit the antenna. Sabete on deck to serve for the Angels. Mondoñedo will find Arroyo.
Much needed point for ZUS Coffee. And she's actually leading the team now for ZUS Coffee.
And there she is, unsuccessful in the attack though. One hand save from Gonzaga. They go to Arroyo. Little too late there for Jonas Sabete. 8 points now for Chini. 3-point push here for the Angels. MJ Phillips now with 8 points. Gonzaga using the hands of Brooke. Mondoñedo back set to Gonzaga. Sharp angle. They go to Brooke. Oh, good help on the tape of the net.
That's right, but a point is a point. Giving a 5-point advantage now for the Petro Gazz Angels, courtesy of that hit from...
They bump this one to Jonah. Saved by Gonzaga. Off the hands of BVS. BVS serving. Klo to Narit. Denied. They try Troncoso over the blockers this time. Chance for the blue shirts. They go to Troncoso again. Nandoon si Tempiatura. One hand save from Saet. Another easy over here. They go to Narit. Nothing yet for ZUS Coffee. A little too tight. Sabete will make do. Chai. Got a rally here. Pablo will adjust. Babalik na naman kay Troncoso. And this time she makes sure she gets the point. Point number 8 for Chai.
That was a long rally, but Chai Troncoso targeting long ball for that cross-court hit. Take a look at that again.
For ZUS Coffee versus Petro Gazz. They need to turn on the Jets. Chini Arroyo. And there's a check.
Sorry, check that. Chini Arroyo. Napaghalo ko na yung dalawang wing spiker ng Thunderbelles
kanina. Mondoñedo. Chini ulit. Babalik sa ZUS Coffee. Why not? Great hustle from Brooke. But take a look at that, Paneng.
We're tied at 13.
Set Billy Capistrano with Paneng de Konig-Swarter, as well as Lexi Rodriguez, our courtside reporter. Chi Saet will give this one to Pablo. Gonzaga asking for space. Bumps this one to Arroyo. Brooke from the back row is dug up by Jove. Chini again. This time MJ goes for the kill. Janelle Cheng, as well as Maiza Pontillas checking in. We're tied 16 all. Claw goes to Thea. She's been quiet here in this third set. They go to Brooke from the back. Still alive. Chini from the left pin. Saved by Brooke. Nobody there for Petro Gazz. And quick thinking by Thea Gagate. Zero hesitation on her end.
That's right.
Very close third set. Closer than any of the other sets that we've had.
Good set. And what a finish from Arroyo.
On deck to serve. They go to Gagate. Off the hands of Pablo. 18 excellent sets now for Chi. They're up by 1 point. Gonzaga was not ready for it. Brooke, however, was. Troncoso. They're gonna call it a point for Chai.
That's right, but grabe yung larong pinapakita nitong dalawang wing hitters ng Thunderbelles. Sunod yung puntos na pinakawala ni Troncoso and ni Arroyo. Kaya sila nakadikit sa point or sa lamang ng Petro Gazz.
And take a look at that. ZUS Coffee, they overtake the Petro Gazz Angels again.
She's the leading scorer so far for the Petro Gazz Angels.
23 big points for BVS. It's a good serve from her. Troncoso with a push. Good cover.
Oh, what a back row from Arroyo.
Arroyo just putting it away with so much confidence as well.
Ng start or 3 steps, 4 steps, but that one 2 steps lang, but she was still able to hit that ball.
Good up. Arroyo again.
That one a good first ball from Jove. Oh,
lucky cover there for ZUS Coffee. They go to MJ. And of course, Phillips, you know, when you give it to her, all the confidence in the world, she will deliver. They're up by 1. Take a look at this attack from MB Petro Gazz. Musa on deck to serve. Good serve from Rania. Arroyo, topped up, a little too tight. And ZUS Coffee staying alive here in our third set. So it's been a long journey for them. Oh, clearly outside. Unsuccessful. 23 all. Mental fortitude needed for both these teams. They go to Myla Pablo.
good check.
Sending this one to Chini. They call this one outside. ZUS Coffee. Composure, much needed. Mondoñedo will go to Gagate.
That's a block.
And she is blocked. What a finish here for the Petro Gazz Angels. giving ZUS Coffee a taste of their own medicine. We've been raving about their blocking.